I'm going to park it so that it's a little bit downhill. That way when I pull it off with the tractor, I don't have to worry about gravity making it roll and hit the tractor. The gravity will pull it downhill, which will save me from having to deal with it trying to come uphill at me. Okay, so what we have here now is I can let this gate down and get my tractor and pull this back, and the gravity will keep the pressure on my chain, and then when I get ready to put it in the garage, I should be able to unhook the chain and coast it down there into the nose of the garage, and that will well, I hope that thing looks that good when the water dries, because it was all faded looking yesterday. It may just be looking shiny because it's wet. Or it could be that I washed off some of that stuff. We'll know in a little bit, won't we? Yeah, starting to see the fade right there where it's coming through. I'm thinking though, you know, either some kind of good buffing compound or possibly just clear coat. Just clear coat over this with the little rough spots and everything. That might work. I don't know. So what do we need to do here? We need to get the tractor going. I need to put some shorts on. You know, the sun hasn't come up yet, and I'm already hot and sweaty, so I'm glad I got out here and did this before the sun came up. Otherwise, I would not be happy. Oh, joy. I just want to thank the good Lord for giving me this day. I thank the good Lord for all the life He's given me. Oh, look at my doggies. Hey, doggies. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. There's my babies. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Whee. Oh, sounds like Mom's having waffles for breakfast. Good for her. Yeah, I can see even from here as that water dries, the shiny goes away. But it makes me think maybe you could take some clear coat, spray that side with it. I was reading, some people said you can do that and it's a good thing. Some people said, no, don't do that, it's a bad thing. This has got some stains like these, which probably came from that stuff I put on it. So I probably want to rub that down real good with acetone. Try to take that away. And then we're a long ways from worrying about that, but something to look at, something to think about. I'm thinking about the possibilities. I was actually thinking about like putting an LS engine and transmission in that. And then I got to reading and looking and thinking. It occurred to me if that 302 is a good engine. They say the automatic transmission in these Fords weren't that great, but I believe I might have a T5 that would bolt to a Ford 302 down in the garage there. I'd love to have a T5 transmission straight shift in that. That'd be my favorite. Well, I got one in the Rat Rod. I love it. That'd be my favorite setup for that. All right, let's see if the tractor's going to crank. I suppose I could turn the light on. Help me see the snakes and stuff back here. Light didn't come on. Might have unplugged it somehow accidentally. Or maybe it just don't work right now. You never know. Anyway, we don't need it. I'll get back up on it here and see. See if she'll start. I know she'll start because she always does. Got a new battery. I bought a new battery for this the other day. Actually, I got a rebuilt battery. But it's good as new, I think. little air in the tires. Okay, she's off of there, and yeah, that's a start. That's a start. Okay. In the garage, and I'm gonna tell you what I think is kind of a funny story about how I did it. This morning, I took the trailer and I parked it right up there at the top of that hill. And I let the gate down and I brought up my Ford tractor and I put a chain on this, and I got far enough away so that if this rolled out too fast it wouldn't hit the tractor, and I pulled it off of the trailer and I moved the trailer, and so I had the tractor sitting up there with the truck chained to it, and I had the truck in park. So I moved the tractor and I got an old tire and I tied the old tire to the front of my Toyota 4Runner here, and I hung the tire here, and then I drove this up to the back bumper, and it hit the tire right about here, and it pushed. What I did was I drove up to it very slowly, and I had it in drive, and I took my foot off the gas and I let it push against that bumper, which came up to that tire right in the lower part of that bar. And then I got out of it, cut the motor off and put that in park, got out of it, came into this truck, and my thinking was that little bit of pressure might get me rolling. So I got into that truck, I turned the key on and I put it into drive. And when I did, I was hoping that it would move, that pressure would move the truck, and it did not. The truck sat there, and I was in the truck like this, and the truck didn't move. So I kind of thought, what could I do? And I thought about opening the door and sticking the leg out and giving it a push, but instead I went like this. The third time I did that, it started rolling, literally. So my body motion inside the cab of the truck started it rolling, and it rolled down the hill, and I rolled it right into here. And the brakes worked, and the steering worked. It's hard to steer, but it worked. So I was able to drive it into the garage enough to get this in here without having to get my wife or Bobby, my neighbor, or somebody to come out and push me. I was pretty darn happy about that, and I thought it was clever. I wish I'd have gotten that part on video, but I just thought I'd share that just because it seemed so unusual to me that worked.